By 1 is 0 and 1 by 1 is equal to 1 and 1 by 0 is not defined or infinite, then what is 0 by 0, sir?
So I can give my answer in two possible ways. One of the things that you said is 0 by 1 is 0, 0 by 2 is 0 and so on. And remember, the first point that you have to know is 1 by 0 is not infinity. Okay, 1 by 0 should be termed as undefined. So infinity is different from saying undefined. We don't have possible answer, but infinity itself is an answer. So 1 by 0 can't be said as infinity. So that is a mistake, the first point. Second point is, if you say 0 by anything is 0, that anything should be non-zero. So that is the second point. So in that aspect, 0 by 1 is 0. In fact, 0 by 2 has to be 0, 0 by 3 has to be 0. So if I say 0 by anything is 0, that anything should be non-zero. So that is the most important thing that we have to remember. But that doesn't answer explicitly the question asked, what is 0 by 0? This is a very tricky proposition, and this question was the same thing that Ramanujan asked when he was doing his 6th form, maybe 3rd form, which is equivalent to 6th class here in his Kumbakonam Town High School class. When teacher were taking division class, he said that when there are 6 bananas and if 6 bananas were distributed to 3 students equally, so how much each would get? The students answered they would each get 2, and that is correct because if you multiply 3 times 2 you get 6. In general, if you take any division problem, like if you say 6 by 3 is 2, that is said to be correct because if you multiply the denominator 3 with the answer 2, you get 3 times 2, 6, you should get the numerator. In general, in a division problem, a by b is equal to c is correct if the denominator b times the answer multiplied by the answer c should give back a. So a by b is equal to c should imply a is equal to b into c. So if you multiply the denominator b with the answer c, you should get back the numerator a. So in that aspect, if you say 0 by 1 is 0, that is correct because 1 into 0 is 0. Similarly, I can say 0 by 2 is also 0, and that is correct because 2 times 0 is 0. Now coming to our original question, what is 0 by 0? If I take 0 by 0 to be 1 as my answer, then 0 times 1 is 0, that is correct. And I can also take 0 by 0 is 2 because 0 times 2 is also 0. Similarly, 0 times 0 by 0 can also be 3 because 0 times 3 is 0. And similarly, 0 by 0 is 4 because 0 times 4 is 0. In general, one can fix any number as the answer for 0 by 0. That is the problem. And because 0 by 0 can be any number, but usually in arithmetic problems, you should have only one answer for a given question. Like if you divide a number by another number, you expect answer to be a single answer. But there comes infinitely many possibilities here. 0 by 0, for example, can be 1 or 2 or 3 or anything that you like. So there comes a problem here in deciding what should be the unique answer, and for this reason we say 0 by 0 has no definite answer, so it is of the form indeterminate form. And in mathematics there are 7 indeterminate forms that have been identified so far, and 0 by 0 is one among such things.
மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிடுங்க.